versus triple. The one who will win will qualify to the EU Masters along with GK to represent MENA, right? خلونا نفكر كده from each team's perspective. يعني what should the plan be and how to beat the enemy team, right? I mean for RAAD they are يعني they had not more time to prepare but they were more chilling, you know. Triple had a best of 5 اليوم اللي قبليها. Theme or identity. هما بيحبوا يعملوا ايه. Triple is a team that likes to fist fighting early on, right? Ajwad likes to get the reason. He likes to just keep flipping the game early on. Mimic is an aggressive laner as well. Wufu is Wufu. So yeah, what Triple wanna do is they wanna fist fight. They wanna يعني play on RAAD's يعني weak point or like the weak point they had because this series, so series da يعني it was a completely different story. I mean RAAD was always the team that's good in the mid to late game, but like the early game improved very much. And Scoot specifically, Scoot بالذات الseries دي, he was playing Scoot and Hunt. They were just like a mid jungle kingdom, you know, like the whole series. يعني they were choking triples very hard. Big props to them. So yeah, anyways, let's see. Okay, Sejuani, Veigar, Fiora from triple. Okay, Sejuani, it's because like Scoot is recently playing Sejuani a lot, I guess. Veigar, بالنسبة لي it was a question mark. يعني there's something that يعني that I don't know. There's some scouting info there because يعني Veigar is a weird ban. One of these two guys, and I don't think it's Hunt. One of these two guys are spamming Veigar a lot. It's maybe San. Triple just wanna get rid of that. مش عايزين يلعبوا قدام حاجة cheesy. So yeah, it's a Veigar ban, a Fiora ban for Magid to force the Cassante ban, I guess. Anyways, the Fiora ban was to open a Cassante angle maybe, or the يعني Triple ما عندهمش answers the Fiora blind for Magid even, I don't know. So yeah, Veigar is it's a cheesy ban, it's a scouting ban. On the other side, Annie, Triple pick Annie every fucking draft, they don't care, they flex it a lot. Annie's giga strong right now. Release for Ajwad. زي ما قلنا يعني Triple عايزين يعملوا ايه؟ عايزين يلعبوا early aggressive, عايزين يفلبوا game early, Elise is a good ban, it denies that. And Caitlyn for Mimic, it's a classic ban since ages. Yeah. A Veigar ban, it's a cheese ban for maybe San, I don't know. But what I don't get is if you wanna target their bot lane, if you don't want them to clear their lane, so Zaya is a ban as well, right? واحنا شفنا امبارح Triple against Nigma, whoever had the Zaya, he had the upper hand, right? Because like Zaya is generally strong right now, it kills the lane, it's really strong in the early skirmishes. The champion is generally hard to punish, and it denies all of Triple's plan in general. I don't get leaving Zaya for RAAD. It doesn't make sense to me. If I were Triple, I would just like ban Zaya instead of Sejuani maybe and play into that. I mean, Sejuani denies the reason, yes, but there is a lot of stuff that can deny the reason as well. There is the Gragas, there is the Vi. There is a lot of power picks still for Scoot. I mean, Scoot didn't show that he's a one trick, except for Rumble, I guess. Zaya first pick, min RAAD, answered by the classic Lee from Ajwad, followed by the Ziri. Okay, it's a classic free opening Vi for RAAD. Whenever there's a Ziri, there is a Vi, 90% of the time, and Zarakan. Answered by Lulu R3 from Triple, and this is where it gets really awkward. Overall, the draft from RAAD, it's way more solid. It's way easier to execute. It's a hard fist fighting comp. So يعني بالنسبة لي Triple's plan to win the game against RAAD, it's completely doomed through draft, in my opinion. Okay, let's see what RAAD did here, right? The fake invaded, but not the classic one. I mean, the classic fake invade is to just, you know, like move here or something and try to send the misinformation so like Syndra can do what she did here and die. But instead, what RAAD did is they went through bot lane, Vi sweeped early, and Nar showed, and in Triple's head, okay, they are 5 stacking bot lane because it's a classic, it happens a lot, right? So ده اللي جه في دماغ Triple, the answer is if they are stacking 5 bot, you can easily put vision in the top side, right? And this is what Syndra thought about, and she just did. Okay, so our first plat for Xayah, an extra longsword, which will make Ziri Lulu lane even harder. Vi started top side, Lee Sin as well. This is the first mistake from Megan. He knows that it's good transition to bot side, right? وعارف in the Vi bot side. He had the wave running into him. Wolfu already recalled, so he has items advantage. So what Magid want to do is he just want to crash this wave and go back, but he cannot do that. Why? Because it's very risky. You have 0 info on Lee Sin. You can simply just let this wave come back into you, go back, recall, and go back to lane. And he didn't only fuck up the wave and hit it, he also jumped on Wolfu for some reason, I don't know why. Okay, what RAAD wanna do is they just wanna wait for 6 of Vi, right? So they can easily punish the Syndra afterwards. So they're just wing chilling, Vi is just covering lanes through pushes. And through Lee Sin's POV, it's very frustrating, right? Because every time Zyra can push the lane, he cannot punish. Talia, I mean, it's kind of punishable in the first few levels, but like the Rakan's roam on the pushes, it helped Talia to not die early on, I guess. Okay, Vi is now level 6, and from now on we will see, we'll simply see like the full control that Vi, Talia, Rakan can give, right? So yeah, Xayah recalled, right? Like a few waves before. Xayah is sitting on non-quiver, and Ziri is logged in lane on a longsword. Because like every time she wanna recall, Sen just crash a wave. I mean, Mimic should just, okay, after this cannon, Mimic should just accept that he will lose a wave and just go back, right? Unless he needs, like, I cannot see the gold unless he doesn't have enough gold for the non-quiver, I guess. So like in Triple's POV, okay, like there is a herald coming up, right? Can we fight it, yes or no? And for me, like the simple answer is no, right? Because like Lulu is not even 6 yet. You have a Vi Talia combo. You have a San that has the first move. And the first disaster will come. Okay. In Syndra's head, these 3 guys are on the rift, right? They are not here. So what he wanna do is he wanna get this plate. But RAAD sees it. And they just cheese run through mid. And this will be the first death of Kanin. Second death, sorry. After the first blood. Kanin here greeds for a plate. He's thinking, okay, enemy team is on rift. And I have Lulu Lee Sin behind me. RAAD just jump on him in mid lane. They take his flash. And this is really important, okay? This flash. Because like as long as Syndra does not have flash, RAAD has full control in the following 5 minutes. Because the moment he steps in lane, he's dead. From now on, I want you guys to look at Rakan, okay? Because Rakan, he literally in the like next 5 minutes, he went like he just goes to bot lane to make sure that like Xayah is crashing the wave, and he just keep moving with Vi. And this will keep happening for the following like 5 to 10 minutes, and the game will get exploded afterwards, right? Rakan recalls. Xayah already crashed the wave, so he have time to roam. Kanin does not respect that. He does not have flash. He gets baited from Hunt. From Hunt's Talia, and he's dead again. Every time he steps in lane, he's dead. I think he will die 2 times on this flash, right? So anyways, the dragon is coming up, right? Syndra has no flash, Ziri has no flash. So on paper, this dragon is unplayable for Triple, right? As long as these 2 carries does not have flashes against these 3 guys, it's impossible to play. لحد يعني until Malphite moves, right? And this is what they did on the third dragon. Look at this. This will happen a lot, huh? Look at this one. Talia, Zyra can recalled, right? What will happen is... Okay, triple crashed. Rakan knows Zyra is fine, because these guys went back. Now he has a roam timer. He goes with Vi, and these three. It's impossible, it's impossible to play against these three, right? Because the moment you show, you're dead. Whoever shows. Literally, and like it's complete river control. And like Butcher will keep doing that for like the following 2 or 3 minutes, right? He'll just roam with these two to make sure that they have river control, right, in this area. And like Triple cannot play. Complete fog through Triple's VOV. And RAAD has all the time in the world to do anything, right? Look, even with flash up, he stepped for a CS, he's dead. Instant. No counterplay. Literally. So, another kill on Syndra. Talia is getting even more far ahead. بصوا تاني. فاكرين دي؟ It's the same cycle. This cycle will keep happening, okay? Rakan goes bot. Make sure that Zyra is safe. Roam with Vitalia. Complete river control. Complete vision control. Complete fog of war from triple side. And they are just losing by time, right? They are just bleeding. And there's nothing that triple can do to stop them. Unless one fight, I don't know, gets a 5-man ult into Syndra combo or whatever, you know, like. Zyra can gets the turret, this lane gets pushed in, now they can easily rotate mid to deny display. Now triple knows that they cannot give this one, right? It's a soul point for RAAD. If they give this one again, the game will be finished by 20 minutes. So, they move Wufu from the top side. And this is what I really like about I really like this decision from RAAD, right? Because it's fine to give this dragon if triple will invest this much resources in it, right? Because you can easily give Nar way more lead, and you can gain control in the top side of the map. You will gap the gold even more, you know? It's like selling the dragon for money in this play, right? And it's good. Because let's see, let's look at the gold before this play happens, okay? It's like, I don't know, a 2.3k difference or something, right? And let's see, Nar gets a free turret in the top lane. And they get full control in the top side of the map, and this is what I don't get. Like, Wufu thinks he's rock solid, right? He's a Malphite, he cannot die. But the chance to see from RAAD, you can never survive it. And this is, by the way, this is a showcase of how strong RAAD's team comp is, and how hard it's really to play against. If your tank gets one-shotted, that means that you can never survive this game. Okay, look at the gap, okay? It was a 2.3, now it's 4k difference. So basically triple bought the dragon, the first dragon, for 2k, right? Which is really expensive. But it's like putting a bandage on like a water full of container, you know, like it. You cannot stop the leak. It's really hard. After the play, okay, the next objective is the mid lane turret, and once RAAD get the mid lane turret, the game is wide open. Why? Because you can easily play on the side afterwards. Okay, this turret is down, right? Else it's over. Why? Because they can just choose 2 lanes to play for, and it's easy peasy afterwards, right? Because triple does not really have a reliable source of engage that can punish an overstep or something. The only case where triple gets out of this shitty scenario is RAAD simply running it down. And this is what RAAD will try to do in the following minute, I guess. دلوقتي RAAD عايزين يعملوا ايه, okay? What RAAD wanna do is they still see the Malphite in the top side, right? He has to be, yes. But all that they wanna do is, okay, this guy is half HP, this guy is low, this guy is almost low as well. You just wanna keep pushing, sinking the waves with the mid and bot. And the moment Syndra steps forward, these two, through the fog of war, can just one-shot it. and you keep doing that, etc, 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 until the game is over, right? So this turret, if RAAD plays it with discipline, this turret is down, this turret is down, and Syndra's probably dead as well. They keep doing that until the Baron is up, gain vision control on the Baron. When someone oversteps, these 3 guys can just jump on him, and it's a GG, right? Ideally, this is what should happen, yeah. Okay, let's see what RAAD does here. Nekoma here oversteps, Scoot gets crazy. Let's go in, let's go in, let's go in. Which is completely unnecessary, by the way, what RAAD are doing here. This is just over-aggression, and I can understand why, or like where it's coming from. But still, it's really unnecessary. And I think if you do these kind of mistakes against a team like GK, it's gonna be a problem. So yeah, over-aggression, shutdowns everywhere. The gap closes from 5k to, I don't know, like 2k or less after this play. So it's yeah, these kind of plays is really bad, because it's not needed, right? You are not getting outscaled. You are winning the game in probably 5 to 6 minutes, and the enemy team is choking, right? They have nothing to do. They can simply wait until the game is finished, right? And then think of the next game. So why would you give the enemy team the option in the first place, right? And Edward, I hope the hammer is ready, okay? Butcher, overstep, he dies, okay. And this is where it gets really awkward, because these guys has a lot of gold. Or I guess they recalled, right? Okay, but Syndra has a lot of gold. And extended plays while you are behind, it's really bad. You got a kill, just go back, right? Go back, prepare for the Baron. You can gain control over the Baron with this Rakan death, and maybe you can potentially catch someone and do a comeback, because all of the flashes are down, or most of them, from RAAD's side. So Triple just feels the adrenaline here, they feel the comeback. Yeah, a bit over aggression. And by the way, I think this was the only moment where we saw RAAD are a bit not on the same page in this game, right? Except the mid lane end, of course. This is what I don't get from Ufu, right? He knows that this Talia has no flash. He knows that Vi has no cooldowns. Her ult is down anyways. So, in my opinion, I don't know if his Zhonya's is up or not, but here he should ult the Talia 100%, right? I don't know if it would have mattered or not, to be honest. But still. Lee Sin missed the Q on the Vi. Still, I don't think it would have mattered. Ult from Syndra on the Vi, and it took, by the way, the Syndra ult did, I don't know, like 200 HP, 300 HP. And this is, this shows how far behind Triple is. And then, like, it just Hunt's show here. To be honest, Hunt had an insane series. Him and Scoot. Okay. They choose 2 lanes, mid and top. And they're just pushing the waves in. Speed it up, because I don't think we'll see action here. Okay. A team fight. I think RAAD will die here, right? Oh, never mind, Hunt. Yeah. Never mind. The Vi. Thinking that Vi is the problem. And I don't really get it, by the way. This adaptation is, for me, it's really poor. Because, like, you kept the same theme, exactly the same theme. You gave the enemy team their comfort again, and your answers were not really this convincing, right? Like, the only thing you changed is what, a Vi ban and another pick instead of the Lulu. Not only that, you will give Xayah Rakan, or you give Xayah in general, like, the champion that can make her life 10x easier, right? Anyways, instead of the Lulu pick here, the adaptation from Triple was a blind Cassiopeia. Yeah, the blind Cassiopeia here is just, okay, sure, it's good into Rakan, Gragas, blah blah blah, but what triple are telling me here from this R3 is Kanin is just comfortable on Cassiopeia, give him Cassiopeia. And that's it. This is what triple are sending me, the message they are sending from this draft. RAAD has the Boomba instead of the Vi. Boomba. And peeling bans from RAAD, this is really good. This one's really good. They force triple to go the Nautilus. I don't know, maybe triple wanted to go the Nautilus anyways, but picking Nautilus into Gragas Zaya already, it's really bad. They leave the Nar again. RAAD obviously, triple showed that they don't have a reliable answer to Nar. I mean, actually every match, every normal fight matchup in game 1 and 2, I think Maggot had lead. Okay, through triple's POV, now Kanin has Cassiopeia, a champion that he likes, and we have a Nautilus with the Reason. So our first fighting would be kind of better, right? Okay, a good trade from Zyra Khan. It's just very obvious that Sad and Butcher are very comfortable with Zyra Khan, right? Just take it out. Just ban it, please. Okay. Scoot reversed his path in this game actually. He was plotting to malfight. Why? Because probably before the game started, Maggot told him, okay, poking him a lot early on, we can get a free kill on a dive. Nautilus moved with Lee Sin to get control, and the Observer is trolling us. This is our first flood in top lane. Okay, Maggot here flashed after he took the turret shot. It's a bad flash, it's whatever. RAAD sees decent on this ward. They start the dragon. And this was a bit risky from RAAD, by the way. Why? Because this guy had the first move, Taria has nothing, she doesn't have mana. So this decision was a bit scuffed, in my opinion, from RAAD. But they got away with it because Kanin flash on Scoot. Scoot dodge the Q. Okay, look at that. And by the way, a good team is the team that does the least mistakes, right? Because if you give the enemy team less options, it gets better to you by time, basically. Butcher is good. I love a story. This happens a lot. Okay. Let's see what Zoe did here, okay? Because this was really good from Stan. It was cheesy and risky, but it was good. The lead, or the advantage that Triple got from this play is basically this freeze, right? Okay, this... okay. This freeze. This is the only advantage, or the main advantage that Triple got from this play. From these two guys hovering this side, right? So Zyra Khan was forced to recall, because they cannot overstep here. Otherwise, they die, right? What Zaya does is he cheeses, he doesn't recall, and he goes for free to break the freeze. I don't know, I don't know if Lee Sin actually saw him or not, because I'm seeing bings on the Zaya. Because if Lee Sin saw him and Natas is still there, I think they should just go for this Zaya and Banisher on the sinning that he's doing here, right? If actually, because that's what I'm saying, because I saw pings on Zaya here. What Zaya is doing now, it's a sin, right? To go break a freeze alone, flipping the enemy team already recalled through the fog. It's really bad. And if they saw the Zaya, I think Lee Sin and others should just instantly cancel the recall here and go kill her, right? Because I don't think Zaya can survive this, because she doesn't have mana even for a root. Zaya cannot survive this again because she doesn't have mana, right? So Nautilus cancelled, and when I was rewatching the game, in my head, Lee Sin will cancel now and just go kill this Zaya, right? She actually didn't. San managed to break this freeze for free, which is really bad. Because on the top side of the map, Butcher is with the Scoot now, and they can gain river control. And San lost nothing. San will lose this way, but it's better than having a perma freeze on bot lane, right? Okay, Taria is going through fog here. So Cassiopeia, thinking that this guy is roaming, maybe going to these two, right? So he steps in for the minions. Talia just ults in. And these two guys follow up. They're not gonna get the kill, but they are pretty low. صح? Okay. San, يعني, the cost of his crash, the cost of him breaking the freeze is he's late on the map, right? Because Ziri is back on the lane first. But يعني, overall, of course, it's worth it. Yeah. So Ziri Nautilus had the move here. So they wanna take this fight if you're triple. These guys are getting far away. Flash hook from Nautilus. And it's a 2-for-2. So overall, like, this play is good for RAAD. It's not bad. They took a lot of summoners from triple. And they will have the first move on the herd as well. Why? Because these two guys need to catch this wave first and then recall. Meanwhile, these two guys are already out of the base because they were dead. Plus, Maggot is just winning. This Malphite has no mana to even ult. He has no HP. So it's a free rift for RAAD. Everything is aligning pretty well for RAAD. Meanwhile, bot lanes, I cannot be punished. A lot of advantage for RAAD now. They are way far ahead. I guess they were even behind before the Nautilus int, or not behind. They were ahead like 700 gold or something. But after this play, it's just scaling very much better yet. So yeah. Anyways. And this is like, this happens a lot, by the way. This is really good because like it was very uncommon in MENA that people actually play for tempo and recall together, and they have discipline kind of decision making, right? Because in MENA we had this solo queue mentality where we just want to keep fighting and overextending, you know, and do a play after another, and we don't even look at the timer of the game, right? So yeah, this is a really good sign for a team from MENA. Maggot now is in control in lane, objectives coming up, and a disaster. Okay. Why did Lick go in here? Why? Can someone tell me why? Because if they saw Rakan moving through bot and they still went for this play, then it just Lick win trading, right? If they don't, then it's a really good move from Butcher. Because in Lick's head in this case, Rakan is with Gragas on the rift, right? He's not bot lane. And this Xayah is alone. So we need to punish. This is the thought process in Lick's head. And the moment he goes in, Rakan shows. So I'm actually hoping that Nautilus had zero info that Rakan is here. Here Butcher agrees a bit. This is, this is a bad looking step from San and Butcher, because they already know that Cassiopeia Reason are here 100%. And they can just let the turret here, right? Because they can never survive this one. So yeah, it was a good play from RAAD, followed up by a fuck up. But RAAD has the Herald now. Again, the same play from the first game, right? 2 dragons. Okay, triple are behind. Any soul point. Malphite doesn't have to be. So he moves, and Nar gets a free turret top lane. But this time it's different. Why? Because RAAD wanna fight it. Why do RAAD wanna fight it? Because they are stronger. Voila. Right? And why did it work very well for RAAD? Because, okay, look at Malphite. He got changed to seed before he even ults. And if your Malphite doesn't ult in a fight, then it's a GG, right? He dies with flash and ult. And now for triple, it's a bit doomed. Why? Because they just, most of these guys just invested all their cooldowns on this Gragas, right? And there's a Mega Gnar coming from Tippy. I mean, he's half HP, still a Mega Gnar. Goes in, ults, okay. Lick try to waste time, and then Zaya ult in the bit. Okay. It's a very, again, coasty. Remember in the first game, the third dragon coasted triple like 2k or something, right? And here it's even worse. They got all the kills, they got aced, they got a turret in bot lane and in mid lane. And they still have Herald by the way. Moving forward, RAAD won this fight. And from now on the game gets 10x easier, right? And by the way, RAAD is a team when you give them lead, they use it pretty well. So I think from GK's POV, what I wanna do is I wanna punish RAAD in the early game. And it's a disaster. Why? Because they take Malphite ult 20 seconds before the objective. This is really good by the way. Yeah, whoever was calling this from RAAD, shout out, to be honest. Taking Malphite ult before every objective, it's insane, you know? It's insane value. Because Malphite is not a champion without his ult. Okay, this is good because they will let Zaya do it alone, since these guys doesn't do not threaten Baron, sorry. Yeah, Natter oversteps, he's dead. It's just impossible to play, by the way. What can Triple do here? You don't have Malphite ult, and if you queue in, and let's say on the Talia, you're dead, because the follow-up is pretty weak. And this is why it's pretty annoying for Triple. Why? Because these two guys, or at least the Cassio, let's talk about the Cassio, okay? She doesn't like all-ins. She wants the enemy team to run into her, right? She doesn't like running into enemy team. And as long as RAAD are keeping this distance, okay, they can never die. Why? Because Lee Sin and whoever is engaging does not have enough damage. And at the same time, the follow from Cassio is just and the carries is just it will be pretty slow, right? I mean, with the Malphite, Lee Sin Nautilus, you want something that just runs in. If you're going to play all in, just play all in. Yeah. The theme is mixed, and it's really weird. RAAD started the objective. There are two guys dead, kicking Lee Sin away. W on Cassio, she's extended. Hit. Stones. Kill. This is a bit too much. Oh, you think? Okay. The only danger is Lee Sin, right? So there is no reason for Rakan to go in here and risk a death, right? You just want to stand beside that Talia, right? Someone steps in, you punish. They don't, then you don't go in, right? I understand that she doesn't have flash, you wanna, one-shot it or something, but it's not worth the risk in my opinion. It made it a bit scuffed for RAAD, this kind of zoning, and I think this is the only time Wufu ulted someone. Look at the follow-up damage over there. This is an example, okay? I mean, Sun didn't have mana to ult, but look. He's pretty. I mean, Zeri is not hitting, I know, but who's gonna follow up, you know? He's dead here, sure, because he doesn't have mana. So you guys get what I mean. Okay. Malphite gets ulted in by Gragas. They always have this thought process to one-shot the Malphite before he even ults, right? He gets ulted back. W on the flash. Maggot is just chilling. Look at Hunt. Look at Hunt's position. How is it playable, right? He's very far away. He has Ghost. He can just keep, sprinting everywhere. And Sen just ulted Malphite ult. And that's it. I mean, here it looks, it's a close. So Maggot is just chilling. I mean, look at Maggot. Look at Scoot. They're just chilling, literally. Yeah. it's a GG, I guess. Let's look at the difference, okay? Gragas first pick, instantly range from RAAD. It's pretty simple, right? I mean, everyone should know that. Unless your team doesn't play this kind of stuff, then it's another story, but yeah. I mean, Trevor went top blue side to get rid of the Zaya, I guess. RAAD instead got the Jace, and they got Rumble Scoot. Okay. Cassante pick from Wufu. He's like, I'm done. No more Malphite. Give me the Cassante, right? And Maggot goes Gwen to the Cassante. I really like it, by the way. Like, I was talking to someone, I was like, why is no one is picking Gwen into Cassante in our region so far? Okay, Ziri, R4 from RAAD, Kalista Van, it's really good. Nami Van, insanely good. This is really good. I like RAAD drafting so much. They just banned the lane bullies that mimic plays sort of like my cheese, and they go the Ziri R4. And they even banned Varus and Caitlyn. So the only option now, it's either what Sivir, right, or an Aphelios, right? And they picked an Aphelios, I guess. I don't like this, but I don't think they had an option. I don't like this because they will just get fucked by these two, right? Sure, Aphelios is good into Rumble, right? But Thresh is good into Rumble because of the Lantern. He cannot turn Aphelios away, blah blah blah. But like Thresh in himself, like Thresh for himself, he will get fucked every time he steps in against these guys, right? Especially that they will get a lockdown for Butcher here as well. So again, like for me, it's another good draft from RAAD, a better draft from RAAD. I don't get that Ajwal played Lee Sin 3 times in a row. By the way, this for me is a question mark. Let's see. Rumble is pathing bot side. Makes sense. He's pathing to the Nautilus. He's pathing away from the Cassante. Lee Sin is pathing to the top side. He knows that he probably cannot fist fight bot. He just wanna cheese. Okay, never mind. He wanna cross map actually. Cross jungle. Yeah. Okay, Nautilus Lee Sin full clear. He goes to the enemy camps because he knows that he has Bryo with the Thresh Aphelios. It's good to know that this guy's here, by the way. Or like he just stepped here for funning the canine on the crash. This is good from Scoot. It's good and unlucky at the same time. Because if Lee Sin is not there, Scoot kills Gragas here. But the HP, the shield that he got on the last auto attack, it saved him. This one. Okay, Scoot went. Okay, let's look at it. This is very. I like it so much from Scoot. Okay, Scoot is respawning. He knows that his bot side is taken, right? Most likely 90%. And in Triple's head, okay, Rumble started top side. He's going to cycle his camps in top side, right? Let's look what Scoot did. He went instantly from base, took this path, and she's gang bot. Goes on the Thresh, no flash, get Aphelios summoners, get a kill on Thresh. She's insanely good. So yeah, it's a very smart move from Scoot, and it fucked Lee Sin's pathing as well. Why? Because Lee Sin path to bot side, and look at that. This is the pattern, by the way. Zemo Turku the last two games. Every time Ajwad is pathing to a side, this side dies, or like something bad happens before he's there, right? So it's just very frustrating for him, because like he's full clearing Lee Sin 3 games in a row, I guess. So RAAD full control in the bot river, in the vision. An ambitious pink from Lick, to be honest. Some trading in top. Scoot is like, hello there. Just helping in the crash. And I think يعني you guys didn't see this because the observer is a bit trolling, but Kaneen just attempted an ult on the Jace and it failed. I don't know exactly what happened. I guess Hunt just dodged it, or like he positioned himself so he doesn't get insect. So they took Gragas ult. Scoot is making sure that this wave crash. It's a classic Kashefa. Lee Sin going to his top camps again. This is what I'm talking about, by the way. The pathing of Lee Sin is against the way they are playing their waves, if this makes sense. Yani, whenever there is a crash on triple, yani, let's take this as an example, right? This wave is crashing, okay? This Nautilus has no flash. Okay, Scoot was just topside. So this is a potential play, right? This is a potential play because there is a slow push, there is a crash. Whenever there is a crash or a bounce, there is a potential play. But so the jungler is pathing opposite to that, right? There is a play here. And like he's pathing to topside to take his camps. I really like this one. I think anyone else or like most of the people will just hook the summonerless affiliacy, right? But he knows that Scoot is very far away to follow and he has no flash. So they go for Thresh instead. This is really good. It's really, really good. Okay. Thresh is dead. Now Lee Sin is falling up. Sand takes the hit. He dies. He's dead as well. And it's a 2 for 3. It's a 2 for 3, right? So, yeah, on paper for triple it's not the worst. They are even in gold. But it's actually a disaster. Why is it a disaster? Because like all of the gold are invested in this guy. He had the 4 kills that the team has. And investing, yani when the enemy team has a rumble, like one trick or like a rumble main, and like these kind of champions, when they get fed, when it gets too many resources, the game gets out of hand really fast. Why? Because he knows exactly how to play the game. He played like this champion a lot of games, that he knows exactly what should be done and what he needs from his team. So he knows really well how to invest his gold, right? So, yeah, it was a disaster for triple in general. Yeah. Maggie just being chilling, farming, him and Wufu. And triple will get away with this objective because Wufu is just generally stronger now. Why is he stronger? He's playing against a Gwen, Rumble topside, and he's sitting with a Mantle. So it's really hard, and like there's no mana on Jace as well. Gragas have ult. It's really hard to play this fight from RAAD. So it's good that they decided to give. What will happen is, again, look at the way triple are moving on the map, right? His jungler, like their jungler had just queued the camp. He's just clearing his camp. RAAD did not contest this objective, right? And if RAAD did not contest this, then Rumble is 100% bot side, right? A fed Rumble bot side. I know that you have a Thresh, right? I know that you have flashes, you have all of like your shit. But you can never survive. You can never survive a chain succeed into Rumble ult. Let's look at that. After the objective, bot lane recalled. Rumble بيكلير الكامبات بتاعته بوت. Aphelios. أنا مش شايف اللي بيحصل بالظبط. Okay. Why is Mimic here actually? This is weird. بالنسبة لي دي غريبة الصراحة. يعني he's overstepping because he knows that he has lantern, right? But what is he overstepping for? The wave is coming back to you anyways. And you have complete fog here. This is weird. Okay, he takes lantern. Mimic is safe, but this guy is not. Right? And this is pure limits, by the way. From Scoot. He knows that he can kill 100% here. He throws his ult, butcher hooks into root on his ult, and he's dead. Another kill for Rumble. 6-1-0. مصيبة الله. مصيبة. Okay. Now the game is kind of out of hands. Scoot. Okay, this is the solo bolo. Yeah, everything is going well for RAAD, you know? Like, everything is aligning for RAAD. Other one. Let's look at that. Nautilus, Rumble was just hovering the Jace to crash the wave mid, right? So you, as a triple, you know that these guys are coming through river. And what you do is, you keep standing here for no reason, right? You cannot fight this objective. You cannot fight anything at this moment, actually. Instead, they just stay there, and they, I guess, San got insect by Leeson. He survived a bit, did some damage, Scoot burned them. And it's a field bad, man. This is really good as well. I mean, if Woodward doesn't die here, it's even better. But let's see what Scoot is doing, okay? He knows that these guys are brute forcing the top side of the map, right? So he chooses to kill this greedy Cassante. What Ufu wants to do here, and we don't say it because the observer is... Yeah, he hates Butcher. He wants to make him look bad. What Ufu is doing is, he thinks that Rumble maybe, I don't know, maybe far away, maybe both side, I don't know why. So he's greeding for the first blood turret in top lane. Okay? Rumble finished his camp, he was going for the red, and then he saw Cassante, he pinged, Cassante has no flash, and it's a free kill. Burn, burn, burn. Cassante is dead. And the game now escalated very, very quickly. Why? Because it's a first story top for Magid. These two guys are getting a lot. Meanwhile, San Hunter clearing. Yeah. Okay, this is another good move. Let's look at that from Hunt, okay? Let's give everyone the praise he should get. Okay, Hunt knows that he cannot step here. The moment he steps, he's dead, right? Because of Thresh leaves. What he does is, he doesn't even go through the jungle, right? Look at the way he moves. He moves from here, okay? Knowing that this Aphelios will brute force mid, because Nautilus is dead, and these guys are pushing top, right? So it makes sense that Aphelios wanna pressure this turret. So he gives up this one, because mid lane turret is way more important anyways, and he moves here to help Puziri clear the wave. So this is really good. Clearing Gwyn, clearing mid, clearing mid. Jace is just chill farming bot. Butcher is trying so hard to int, you know, like he's trying to make some action, you know? He's bored. So yeah, Hunt completed his tier. He goes back, get Manamune. Rumble has 12 stacks of Mejai's, by the way, and the Zonya. Oh my god. Okay, another attempt on San. Look at the way they are playing. I mean, San has vision, you know, like he knows that they are here, but it just feels so hard to kill these guys. I mean, yeah, it's hard. Okay. Lick is trying to hook this guy. All of a sudden, there is a Rumble coming out of the fog. Okay, he gets hooked and gets one-shotted. Does Mimic die as well? Yeah, he dies. Yeah. And this is a GG. I guess, by the way, Triple should have banned... I mean, I don't know if it would have mattered any. So they should ban engage supports the moment they saw the Rumble. They should ban initiators in general, because it will just make Rumble's job 10x easier, right? And this is a Baron 16-6, so just speed it up. This game is over anyways. Covering Hunt, taking the bot lane turret. Megan is just chilling mid. Playing through 2 lanes. Pretty simple. They overcommit here. Mega TPs and everyone is dead, right? Yeah. GG. It's just a desperation from Triple and like a little bit of tilt, I guess. So yeah. That's it.